I apologize. I look pretty scruffy, but I'm just now getting back up. Been super busy. I got a lot of things I want to post, talk about, and everything. If you don't know, my name's Kami Fadden. I'm an NRA certified gun instructor, PI, private investigator, I should say. I do security. I do a lot of stuff. However, I'm not calling to promote or advertise, but I did a little bit of research on the Nashville shooting, and thoughts and prayers go to everybody out that way and anybody involved and affected, especially all the students and whatnot. And, you know, my biggest thing is people keep saying the number one uh, cause of death is gun violence, or the number one cause of death for children 1 to 19 is gun violence. But I'm pretty sure the number one cause of death across the world, or at least in America, is gun violence. And when you think about what that actually means, um, violence itself is, anything that is unwanted, any type of vicious act that is unwanted. Gun, goes to being the easiest way to harm someone, take a life, quickest, smallest capacity, also holding multiple rounds. It's just the gun itself is just a very efficient weapon. So, I mean, it's kind of borderline dumb to bring up that fact by saying that, guns are the most, notorious or, weapon of mass destruction, or what people are using so much. It's just efficient. And if anybody had a real dilemma or problem to solve, they would be using a gun. There's no question. With that being said, I want people to understand that this was not a student. This woman was 28 years old. This woman had her own issues. Again, not all violence or crimes are committed by known criminals. Supposedly she didn't have a criminal record of anything. But the one thing that I'm really taking from this story is she contacted a friend that she used to go to high school with, and she said on Facebook that this was her last day, that she plans on dying today. And that woman did go and tell the authorities, but for whatever reason, the authorities didn't act on it, or they didn't get back to her, or whatever, until hours after the shooting. Now, I always tell people, that no snitching, tough guy stuff doesn't work these days. And stepping up and speaking up is a huge concept these days, because things are happening at an alarming rate. So we have to get involved and get ahead of that. Also, everything going on in the world, there's so much going on, so you can't just blame the police and be completely upset with them, or the sheriff's department and whatnot. You just can't do that. But there needs to be more procedures in place. There needs to be more policies in place. And if you ever get the chance, and I don't really want to get people to look at this video too much, because it is a negative thing, but the way that she enters, she's shooting the side door or the glass, and she's able to walk right in. Well, again, in the schools that, obviously this is an outsider coming in, but there's no metal detectors on a lot of these doors or entrances. There's nobody standing guard. Schools need police. Schools need security. Every place needs somebody there, because, and not just one. You probably need a team these days, because there's too many videos going on. There's too many school shootings. There's too many gun violent acts happening, that are school related. And I mean, within schools and churches or any type of public settings, and there's never any type of security there. There's never any type of police enforcement. The response times are taking, well over 2 minutes to get there, and that's expected. But it sucks when we're always America's always saying, "Oh, that's a bad situation. That's a bad situation. Let's take away guns." But we're not putting the immediate. We're not giving the immediate precautions. Like I said, metal detectors. Security, police officers. Um, having patrol around these schools. At least within a two mile radius or something. There's a lot of stuff not going on, and me, I'm not a political figure. I'm not even, that smart when it comes to what they're doing in the government. But I'm, getting older, and I need to, educate myself. And by educating myself, I educate my friends, and we share opinions and beliefs, and we piggyback on that. And we, the people, just need to start working together to stop some of these things or help prevent some of these things. And last but not least, mental health is super, super important. Um, I tell all my students, if you're ever having a problem, call me. Um, Talk to me. Let's figure something out. Let's come up with solutions. Even if it's not life-threatening, financial stuff, let's see what we can try to figure out, because everybody's been through tough times. Everybody, comes to that wall and they don't know what to do or who to turn to. Always lend an ear, lend a hand when you can. Be nice to others. Try to be kind. It's more expected in these times that somebody will do something negative to you or mean to you rather than to be a kind person. And I'm not saying kind like, you know, just, kissing ass or, just being super friendly. No, just say good morning to people. Let's start there. You see somebody's coming on the elevator, hold the door for them. You see somebody's walking behind you, see if they are okay with you holding the door and waiting for them. Or, you're driving, you see somebody with their turn signal over, just let them over. That stops half the road rage. It's a lot of things going on, and people think, a lot of people think being that tough guy or being that, tough cookie and you are relentless, it's going to affect someone. So, it's only affecting you and the immediate situations around you, and karma is real. And, this situation doesn't have much to do with karma because those people didn't deserve it. But, this person was really feeling some type of way and wasn't getting the help that she needed. Could this be prevented? Maybe. That's just something that I think about. So I don't want to dwell on it too much, but I thought I would, start saying stuff about these events, especially with me being pro-gun and just trying to educate people. And the biggest thing that I do with my company, we educate, we train, and therefore protect. We educate people about the laws, about to do and to not, and what not to do. We educate people on different mindsets to have and what you should want to do in life. And then we train people. We train them with guns, but we train their minds. I tell people, hey, that's not the right mindset. You should be thinking this way. Or, hey, it's other ways to go about that. Or, hey, before you think about drawing or getting into a physical altercation, or even thinking about using any type of violence, de-escalate. Try to decompress, people's hostilities and emotions, and yourself. Take it some time. You have time in the world. Sometimes people ask me or say something to me, and I think it's crazy questions or something I really want to deal with. And I'll look at them for a few seconds before I give my response, because I don't want to say something that's going to offend somebody too much to the point that we can't recover from it. Or I don't want to say something that's just out of emotion because I'm upset. That's just something to think about. And this was way longer than I thought it would. But again, thoughts and prayers out to those folk in Nashville. And, I just want to see better in our community and, in the world altogether, but definitely America, and my immediate community. So, keep your prayers up, whatever you believe in. If you don't believe in something, believe in something. Because who do you run to? Who do you turn to? Who do you ask, for when things are going south, And it's always nice to have that person or spirit or whatever to, hear you out or believe that they're hearing you out when no one else is hearing you out. So, again, when you're faced with these challenges, please give somebody a call. Please. Thank you so much.